happy morning. Morning it is. Sharon is power washing the concrete, getting ready for stone. Look at that corn blowing up. Blowing up. I gotta run and help the loggers out. They found a hole that keeps staying wet, so they seen some riprap I had piled, some garbage stuff, and they're like, "Can you fill the hole with that?" I'm like, "Sure." So then we're gonna get back to dumpster duties. It's gonna be a productive day, let's put it that way, but we're gonna really make some progress on this farm again. So we'll see what we can get into. This was some leftover riprap that I just stashed here. All right, here's my on-site assessment. I did not look at it beforehand. I based it on what he had told me, but rest assured he's got these ruts really nice and deep, and it's really, really soft in the ruts, and I'm gonna get stuck here in a second, or at least almost stuck. So let's see if we can improve this situation some. All right, so I almost buried my tires here a minute ago, so I decided, okay, I need to drain some of this water. So my next thing is going to try to cut some lanes open and get some of this water draining out of this nasty spot. So I am well aware this is not a proper fix of a messed up road like that. It is a hasty makeshift. And as you're going to see, I'll probably make it work. But first I want to get to the other side. And the left side, no, that's just not going to work. You can see my ruts, they're very deep. So I'm going to just try to keep draining this water and find another way around to the back side so I can get that drained. But basically, you know, I was kind of basing it on what the logger and his guy had asked me. He's like, hey, I saw some riprap. Can you fill it in? Give it a little firmness. And of course, once I saw the standing water, it needs to be drained. Excavator would have been a better tool for this job, but like I said, this is just a hasty fix, and we'll see by the end of this little segment if I get it mostly drained and get it starting to dry out. Okay, I was able to work around the pond and get to the opposite side. So now I'm going to start at it from the opposite side. You could already see that that front side is drained substantially with the first cut that I made. So now I'm going to try to drain this back side of it and make some more progress. So my goal here is to make some cuts on the left and get the water draining, and then add the dirt. Here I'm stuck again almost. And add the dirt into the ruts to push the water out. So as much water as you can get out as quickly as possible is going to dry this thing out quick. So that's what I'm going to work on here. Trying to make several cuts on the left, and I will fill the ruts in. Yes, it's going to be mushy, but if you can get 90% of this water out in 2 days of sunshine, it will be, you know, 10 times better than what it was, you know, half hour ago. Okay, so as you're going to see here quick on the left side, it's almost empty on that left side. So I've got 3 new cuts draining it. See all that? It's empty on the left there already. I'm trying to pull it back here, which back dragging doesn't give you that much force. But I'm going to try to fill in these ruts as much as I can. And then I'm going to let these 3 cuts drain this. And we got, you know, mid 80s and sun for the next few days. I'll leave it dry. I told the logger he can go around the pond if he follows my tractor trail through the weeds and let this dry out for a few days. But he did say this has been a wet spot. Even during the dry weather, this is a wet spot. So there might be a spring here. It just keeps filling with water. So we'll see. I'll do a better fix when I can get back to it, but for now, we'll let it dry for a day or two. They can keep logging, and then I'll come back at it. Maybe I'll bring the excavator and try to fix it up much better, but one day at a time in the logging life. But hey, we're getting a paycheck every Monday, every week of logging. You know, we're adding to the kitty. So thanks a lot. Have a good one.